Good evening and welcome to St. Louis, Missouri. We're at Busch Stadium as the Milwaukee Brewers prepare to take on the St. Louis Cardinals. It's our first game of two here this week, so stay tuned. Sonny Gray on the mound here tonight for St. Louis. 32 starts in 2023 with an 8-8 record, 184 innings pitched, and 183 strikeouts. That's a strikeout rate of 24.3% and a walk rate of 7.3%. Bryce Terang leads off for the Brewers here. We're underway, swing and a miss, strike one on a pitch that was trending a bit low. And we thank you for joining us here in St. Louis, the stadium not far from the famous arch, as Terang will connect here. This goes into left field, and this is going to be at least a single, probably a double, maybe even a triple. Throw towards third, and it's just going to be two. Bryce Terang with a good start here for the Milwaukee Brewers. We will see this again. Boom. This goes way far away, stopped before the warning track in the wall, however. And William Contreras at the plate now with a runner on second. Really good start for the Brewers here. Contreras is going to connect into right field. Catch is made. And the throw towards third, but he is still there. Sacrificed by Contreras to get the runner to third. And Jake Bauers up next, followed by Willie Adames and Jackson Chourio. You can see through the clouds there the famous St. Louis Arch if you look behind the scoreboard in the buildings, as I mentioned about a minute ago. One of the famous American landmarks. Very nice view they have at this stadium. Bauers with a .202 batting average last season, 12 home runs, 30 RBIs. Runner on third, count is 0-1. Connects here, and this is going to put the Brewers in the lead. This is going to go all the way to the wall by the bullpen. Bauers to at least second. No, he might stay at first. Now there he is. Brewers take the lead in the early going here. It's a very good start for Milwaukee. Let's see this again. All the way. That's easily going to send the runner to home. And it's a double for Bauers as well. So a 1-0 lead for the Brewers here. 71% the win expectancy compared to St. Louis's 29%. Adames connects here. 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the first. Adames, 24 home runs, 80 RBIs last season with a batting average of .217. Count is 0-1. And the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. Leahy and King in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Right-hander and a left-hander, respectively. The 0-2 to Adames. Goes high. 85 miles per hour there to make it 1-2. And the pitch. Connects here as it went inside. This is going to be popped up into left field for out number 2. And now it is Jackson Chourio, the rookie, at the plate for the Brewers. 9 pitches so far here tonight from Sonny Gray, but in those 9 pitches, we've seen a lot of action. Here's number 10, swung on and missed by Chourio. As we see the 0-1. In the strike zone once again. Sonny Gray on the verge of a strikeout here after allowing a run. You've got to wonder if he'll still be on the mound when we get to the top of the second inning. This goes foul. And the 0-2 pitch. Inside.
2 strikes.
4-1. Count is 1-2. And the pitch.
2 balls,
This
2
goes
strikes.
low. Watch second base. Contreras was ready. And the 2-2 to Churio. Inside to make it 3-2. Garrett Mitchell on deck for the Brewers as we now arrive at a full count for Jackson Churio. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. We go to the bottom of the first after the Brewers take the lead thanks to this hit from Jake Bowers. It's 1-0 Milwaukee over St. Louis here in the middle of the first. Freddie Peralta on the mound here tonight for Milwaukee. 30-game starter last season with a 12-10 record, 210 strikeouts, a strikeout rate of 30.9%, 165.2 innings pitched, and a 3.86 ERA. Mason Wynn leads off for St. Louis. 2 home runs last season with 12 RBIs. And a .172 batting average. Here's the first pitch, and what a hit, but this is going to go into left field and will be caught for out number 1. Easy out on the first pitch. And I believe that will bring us the starting lineup. Alec Burleson, the designated hitter, up next here for St. Louis. Willson Contreras in third. There's an interesting story there. We'll get to that. Paul Goldschmidt in fourth. Brendan Donovan in fifth. You can see the rest of the starting lineup there. Burleson now at the plate, a .244 batting average last season with 8 home runs and 36 RBIs. As Peralta sends this 4-seam fastball 95 miles per hour for strike 1. Here's the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 pitch. Connects here, and it's going to roll past into the outfield. Runner on first for St. Louis, and that'll bring up Contreras. And I said there was an interesting story there. We'll take a look at this replay, I think, and then I'll get to that. Boom. So, both of the Willson Contreras is a catcher. Directly behind him is his brother, William Contreras, the catcher for the Brewers. Both catchers in this game tonight are brothers. That is something very incredible. You don't see very often. Must be quite an interesting experience. Look at this! Look at this! Contreras sends it out of the park. And it's 2-1 for the Cardinals. 441 feet, 109.8 miles per hour. And that just came out of nowhere. Wow. Cardinals take the lead as Willson Contreras makes it 2-1. Walks past his brother. What an incredible moment. Here's the replay. Show vision. This just went all the way into the air. Launch angle 30.1 degrees, hang time of 6.74 seconds. These expanded statistics brought to you by Google StatCast. And the win expectancy last inning was, or actually in the top half of this inning, was with the Brewers. It's now with the Cardinals. Paul Goldschmidt at the plate for St. Louis. As I was just explaining, yes, the two catchers in this game are brothers. The two Contrerases, one of which has just hit a monstrous home run to make it 2-1. Jay and Milner in the bullpen here for the Brewers. Both of them left-handed pitchers. As we see the 2-1 pitch to Goldschmidt. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Will it be 2? Yes, it will! Swung on and missed for strikeout number 1 for Peralta here. That'll bring up the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. First pitch in the strike zone. 11 home runs last season for Donovan with 34 RBIs and a .284 batting average. As we see the 0-1 pitch here. Connects into foul territory. And that'll make it 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And just like that, we go to the top of the second. Willson Contreras makes it 2-1. An incredible home run for him as we continue the action here in St. Louis. So you may have recalled me making a prediction of a pitching change regarding Sonny Gray. I was right. Jojo Romero is now on the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals. I expect the Brewers will be making a pitching change of their own. They've allowed runs as well. It's 2-1 currently for the St. Louis Cardinals after Willson Contreras hit a huge home run, and he's now in the catcher's position. We've got 2 catchers in this game that are brothers, ladies and gentlemen. And to hit a home run like that in front of your brother, it's got to be quite an interesting experience. Playing against each other, but coming from the same family. We saw something with the Super Bowl in 2023, something similar. The Kelsey brothers, when it was Kansas City versus Philadelphia. This is swung on and missed by Garrett Mitchell for out number 1. I think that was 2023. The Kelsey Bowl, as it was referred to. By the way, the National Football League is also coming to the Ultrasport Network. We'll have details on that within the next few days when we finally get around to making a commercial for it. Meanwhile, Rhys Hoskins at the plate here for Milwaukee. Count is 1-0. As we see the next pitch from Jojo Romero. Connects here, goes right past the pitcher's mound into center field. And that's going to put a runner on first. Tying run at first. The go-ahead run now at the plate for Milwaukee. This has been quite a competitive game so far. Will it continue to be so? And in case you are new or you have forgotten, here on Ultrasport we only do 3-inning games. Can be an interesting variable. Sometimes we go into extras, which then the extra inning runner always comes in handy. But yes, 3-inning games here on the Ultrasport Network. Patrick Johnson, your home plate umpire here tonight, by the way, as we bring you the action from Busch Stadium. 1 on, 1 out here at the top of the second. Sal Frelick on the mound, at the plate for Milwaukee. He's got an 0-2 count. Here's the next pitch. Oh, he's been hit. Right in the back, he goes down, and that's going to put 2 runners on for Milwaukee. Their win expectancy climbing up a bit. But of course, where there are runners, there's always a chance for a double play. Or there wouldn't be a triple play in this situation, but Joseph Ortiz at the plate now for Milwaukee. Here's the 0-1. That looked like he wanted to bunt, and if so, he was way off. Count is now 0-2. He's conceded a strike because of that, but he connects here. How far is it going to go? It's going to be caught in left field. Throw towards third, and the runners for Milwaukee seem to be staying where they are. We go back to the start of the batting order. The leadoff, Bryce Terang, who kicked things off here tonight with a double, and then was driven into home later. And because of that, you see that 1 run for the Brewers on the scoreboard, hoping to expand that total as St. Louis has taken the lead here thanks to Contreras. Count is 2-0. Terang, you can see, has the dust on his shirt from earlier. 2 on, 2 out here in this top of the second. This goes into foul territory. As we see the 2-1. Connects here into the air. Going to be caught in left field, and that'll take us to the bottom of the second. St. Louis 2, Milwaukee 1 here on a beautiful night in Missouri. Stay tuned for the rest of the action. The rookie Tyler J on the mound here for Milwaukee. They've made a pitching change as well. J, drafted by the Minnesota Twins in 2015, did not make his MLB debut until 9 years later, April 11th, I believe, of this year with the New York Mets. Nolan Arenado leads off the inning for the St. Louis Cardinals, and if you recall back to the All-Star game, you will remember that he hit a monstrous home run to put the National League in the lead and eventually give them the win. Question is, we've seen something akin to that from Willson Contreras. Are we going to see it again from Nolan Arenado?
That's inside.
Count is 2-1. It's already a 1-2 lead, or a 2-1 lead for St. Louis. Arenado connects here. Sends it into foul territory. A roar from the crowd here at Busch Stadium, but they're let down. Into foul territory again. I pronounced it right that time. The 2-2. Inside. Lars Nootbaar on deck for the Cardinals. The 3-2 pitch. Arenado connects here. It's going to be an easy pop-up near second base. Terang makes the catch. And that's out number 1.
The right fielder,
Nootbaar, 14 home runs last season and 46 RBIs, a .261 batting average. Something going on here.
That ball went out.
You heard the fans. 1-0. Is it gonna stay fair? Doesn't look like it. That's strike 1. The 1-1 pitch. He bunts here. I'm not sure why. Is he going to go all the way? No. Interesting bet from Lars Nootbaar, but he is unsuccessful. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, Nolan Gorman steps up to the plate. Well, the Cardinals might have the lead. It's only a 1-run lead. In baseball, you can never get too cocky because it could always fall apart in the top of the third. We'll see if it does. Nolan Gorman right now, count of 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
That goes outside. Here's the 2-0 pitch. In the strike zone.
2 balls, 1 strike.
94 miles per hour to make it 2-1. And the next pitch, fouled away off the end of the bat. Count is 2-2. And the next pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. We go to the top of the third. St. Louis hoping to put this one away here on the Ultra Sport Network. You can feel it in the atmosphere. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final battle, so to speak. You see it there on the scoreboard, slam the door. They're hoping to do just that, put this game away, as Ryan Helsley will be on the mound to close this out. William Contreras leads off the inning for the Brewers. His brother, Willson, hit a monstrous home run earlier in this game to give the Cardinals the 2-1 lead. It would be something quite poetic if William were able to do something similar to tie this up. Count is 0-1. The pitch. He connects here. How far is it going to go? It goes into right field. Looks like a catch. That's out number 1. One down, 2 to go. Jake Bowers had an RBI earlier tonight, was the man who drove Bryce Terang home. Gave the Brewers their solitary run in this game.
Ball 1, no strike.
Anything can happen. I always hold on to hope, unless it's like a 4-run lead, that we could see something incredible here in the top of the third. It's only a 1-run lead here, so you never know. Anything can happen. You ever watch these games and question why victory seems certain for the home team? Again, I'm not calling it in that manner. It is because you never know. And that principle applies here. You never know. Are they going to pull something off here? That almost hit him in the elbow. Count is 2-2. As the Brewers hope to save this game against St. Louis. And as the Cardinals hope to put it away. That goes way outside for a full count. Willie Adames on deck for the Brewers. Tying run at the plate. Here's the 3-2. Struck out on the full count pitch, and that takes us down to 1 remaining out. Let's see this again. And this will be that anything can happen mentality coming in again. Willie Adames, the entire game, resting on his shoulders as we're down to 1 out here. First pitch is a strike. Adames 0 for 1 here tonight. The 0-1.
Too high.
Goes high. I feel like the pitcher's waiting a bit longer, but I could be wrong. Between pitches, I mean. Perhaps a bit of a psychological advantage in doing that. Adames hits this off the end of the bat. And this game is down to 1 strike. The 1-2 pitch from Helsley to Adames. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And the St. Louis Cardinals win here tonight in their home stadium. Final score, Cardinals 2, Brewers 1. Thank you for tuning in. From St. Louis, Missouri, it is goodbye and good night.